The Packers have played their 4 quarters. Now it's time for the 5th quarter.
I want to go back a bit. You were part of a very successful Raiders franchise. What was it like working with Al Davis? What was he like?
He was, as you can well imagine, he had an IQ of 181. He was a remarkable individual. He knew every aspect of the game of football as a coach, as an administrator. Those were the guys that, when you think about how this game got started, the American Football League, same type of deal. Guys came in and ran the whole thing, like Lambeau, like Paul Brown.
Yeah, when the AFL started, yeah.
George Hallis, Al Davis ran the Raiders, Sid Gilman ran the Chargers, so on and so forth. And those were the guys. You had to do it in those days. When I first started, our payroll in 1963 was less than what the minimum salary is today for a free agent rookie.
Wow.
Think about that. That was 33 players. And we had, at that time on the Raiders, we had unheard of. We had 3 guys that had no cuts. 2 quarterbacks got 20 apiece, and the receiver got 25. But that's the fun of it. But if you ask about working for Al Davis, it was a marvelous education for me. I learned so much how to and how not to do things because you could never imitate him. He was so brilliant in what he was able to do. So fortunately, he gave me the opportunity to get in the game, and I'm forever indebted to him for that.
That must have been an interesting time, being with him during the leveraging that was required to pull about the merger.
No question, because he was commissioner of the American Football League, and the National Football League did something they weren't supposed to do. The New York Giants signed away Pete Gogolak from the Buffalo Bills. That was unheard of. Al devised a plan where we would sign current players for the National Football League to future year contracts.
I've heard stories, Ron, where the AFL teams were stashing guys around the NFL draft just to make sure they couldn't be contacted. So when the AFL draft came around, they might be good. There were guys drafted by both leagues for several years. Something had to be done.
Yeah, well, NFL teams did that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, something had to be done because it was going to become a money battle. Which I got to tell you a little story. Kenny Slaver just passed away. Yeah. He was a second-round draft choice of ours when I was with the Raiders, and I signed the draft choices. So I go down to Alabama, and I paid $28,000 for his signature. Well, Al went through the roof because the contract was like 15, 17, 21, and a $28,000 bonus. Imagine today. Just imagine.
That was money well spent.
You better believe it.
That was money well spent. He was